Welcome to the Commercial Real Estate Show, your source for insightful analysis and enlightening discussions. Our great tagline. I'm Michael Bull. Thanks for being with us on one of the 40 radio stations, iTunes, YouTube, or the show website, commercialrealestateshow.com. Today we're going to talk about design and construction. In fact, the name of the show is Design and Construction Today. We'll explore the latest design and construction trends impacting the people and the companies that occupy space. We'll also discuss how these trends are impacting the market and the professionals that design, build, and own real estate. Please welcome my guest. First, Lamar Wakefield, he's CEO of Wakefield Beasley. They're a full-service architectural firm providing high-quality design services in the U.S. and all over the world. Lamar, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
We appreciate you being here. Also, please welcome Millard Choate and Todd Barrett. They're with Choate Construction, and Millard is president, and Todd is director of virtual construction. Director of Virtual Construction, that's the title I want, for my job.
Right.
That's fantastic. And Choate provides construction on all types of commercial projects throughout the U.S. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us.
It's good to be here. Thank you.
We appreciate it. And first of all, we've all just went through a commercial real estate, seems like based recession, right? It was tough for a lot of people. We're starting to see cranes. We're starting to see development. How busy are you guys, Lamar? I mean, it starts with you guys, right? Designing it. How's business?
Well, it's very good right now. Really kind of globally for us, I would say pre-recession, we were probably 150 people in our main office in Atlanta, but we had other offices around the country and around the world, and we probably lost about 50% of our folks during that period of time. That's probably not as bad as most architects. I think it was a little higher than that typically, but we're back actually above where we were pre-recession levels, and I've actually opened a new office in China.
And you guys are hiring?
We are hiring, absolutely.
Okay. And what about you guys? How about on the construction end? Are you guys busy?
Well, at the risk of being corny, business is building, but but seriously it is. And we like Lamar.
So it's not like the elevator business. It's not down.
Well, no, it goes down, but it comes back up.
Yeah.
But we went through a tough time. Our industry did during the recession. We were fortunate to maintaining our people, but our subcontractors lost a lot of their personnel. But we're on the upswing. We're seeing an uptick in all types of businesses. We see a lot of hospitality, senior living, student housing, that type of thing, continuing to burgeon. And it varies at different locations across the country. But
well, tell us about volume or maybe number of employees to give us a range of where it happened in the recession and today.
Pre-recession, our company, we're actually a collection of different locations. But our whole company went from around $850 million in 07, 08, and then we went down to a low of around 450 or so, and we're back up now to our pre-recession levels. That puts obviously a challenge for personnel, finding the right people as we continue to grow, and we have 5 different offices, and they have their own unique geographic characteristics and challenges.
Mm-hmm. Right. And talk to us about the kind of projects you're seeing. Is it still kind of government and municipalities, or are you seeing for-profit builders? I know we had a lot of medical. Of course, we have a lot of apartments. What's the trends on types of properties, Lamar?
Well, I mean, we're very diverse in our practice, so that we do a lot of assisted and independent care. We do a lot of apartment design, and we do a lot of work for churches as well as higher ed and municipal facilities. But I would tell you right now, the biggest component of our business is retail mixed use. Mm-hmm. And that's occurring, I think, just because of where the market's taking us from a walkability, sustainability kind of environment that people want to have. And the old retail days are really tough right now because of e-commerce. So if you can't create an experience, if you can't promote dwell time, it's very hard for the retailer to succeed. So we're doing one in Charleston, one in Greenville, a big one in Nashville. We just finished Avalon here in Atlanta. We're doing the Braves' new mixed-use facility in Cobb County. but doing a really big one in Dallas, Texas currently. So that's where we're seeing our biggest trends going.
And is all your mixed-use projects in the U.S.?
No, we're doing one in Panama currently, Panama City, Panama, and we also have one in Trinidad.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about on the construction side? What type of projects are hot today?
Well, again, it depends on what area of the country, but in general, I would say, for a long time, everything was, we call it stick built. It seems like apartments, senior living, student housing, and we're still seeing quite a bit of that. But as our guys say, wow, it's great to build with steel and concrete again too. So we're doing both, and I think the reentry of private equity coming into the markets is helping grow the private area sector. But we're still seeing a predominance of university work, things like that. But we're seeing an uprise of build-to-suit, custom build-to-suits. We all know about some of the major corporations that are going to build, and they've announced, such as State Farm and other companies like that. But Fiserv, people like that, we're seeing that come back. We're seeing our first speculative office buildings in certain areas, such as Raleigh, Charlotte, places like that. So we're seeing that come back. Hospitality is still big business for us. 5-star resorts, golf clubhouses of all types and everything. So those have been very steady for us, as the automotive industry. We have a group, I think we've done around 400 automobile dealerships. And guys, listen, that's a good steady base.
Yeah.
And they're a great industry, as well as the NASCAR race shops that we build, and some unique things.
Yeah. And the auto industry's been doing well, right? And so they've been expanding, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I was traveling last week, and where I was, every other commercial was for a car dealer, it seemed like.
Yeah.
So auto sales are continuing to go, and so we're seeing quite a bit of that.
Okay. Well, let's talk about what's new in design. What are some of the trends, Lamar? What are people wanting? What are you guys doing that's different these days?
Well, I mean, from a technology perspective, and I know Todd can address this as well. Of course, the building information modeling Revit tools that we use, if you're going to work for the Corps of Engineers or higher ed clientele, you're going to have to embrace that kind of technology to the nth degree, because they require it, and it's important to their management of those facilities going down the road. Other trends I would say is just establishing really kind of core values of what the client's looking for, which I mentioned a couple of them earlier. Walkability is a really important thing for the millennial age, and sustainability is a really important component there. So coupling as many mixes of uses into an environment, to us, is the latest trend, and it will continue.
Okay. And does anything surprise you guys when you get the plans from the architects about the designs today of some of these new projects?
Not ours. I mean.
Not here.
Plans, designs.
I think the technology is helping a lot of that for us to be able to work a lot closer and just dissecting and understanding the projects. Obviously, 3D and those tools, the BIM tools, are helping us on the general contractor side to really dive into the designs a bit more, and sometimes getting on a lot earlier as well to really get in and start collaboration and coordination a lot faster.
Yeah. Sometimes people are surprised here. We have a game room with a pool table and a ping pong table and a dartboard, and then people come in and say, I thought this was a commercial real estate office. And we got a coffee shop, that faces a TV radio studio. So what surprises you or some of the people when they see some of the spaces you're building today? There's any design features that kind of surprise them?
Well, we're very heavily into. We just moved into new office space ourselves, and it's all about creative office. How do you recruit and retain the best kids? I mean, that's so important. So, from that perspective, the highest level of technology you can have, we're in a gigabit development, which is important for our kids that we're trying to recruit and retain. And then no ceilings, a lot of open air areas, a lot of collaboration spaces, a lot of hoteling, we call it, where people can share desk features and those kind of things. So it's all moving in that direction. The old hard wall office scenario, other than some of our friends in the attorney's business, it's about over.
Yeah, some of the corporate offices we're seeing are starting to incorporate, geared more towards the millennials as well, where they're looking for these, we're seeing, yoga studios and spin rooms and, all kinds of interesting space to keep keeping those employees there. So.
Right. Yeah. Keep them busy. Right. keep them engaged. All right. Well, stay tuned. We'll have more on construction and design. Stay with us. I'm Michael Bull. This is the Commercial Real Estate Show. We'll be right back. The Commercial Real Estate Show is brought to you by Bull Realty Commercial Advisors, a great place to do business. Visit bullrealty.com. RealNex, a comprehensive and powerful suite of commercial real estate tools at an incredibly low price. Visit realnex.com. That's RealNex. FIU, Florida International University. Earn your master's in real estate in as little as 10 months without interrupting your career. Visit FIUonline.com. Xceligent, the resource professionals use for commercial real estate information. Visit xceligent.com. That's XCELIGENT. Commercial Search, the source to market and source available properties for sale or lease. Visit commercialsearch.com. For more information on these great companies or for additional videos, podcasts, or articles, visit CREshow.com.